So I have to miss raid this week, DG.
Are you getting
because
paid
my
a
missus-
grand?
No, I'm not. My
Oh.
miss is going out. She's having like a girls' night, right? So I have to stay home and like look after the little one.
So you're
I
going to
have
be
look after Little
home
Run.
and you're missing
couldn't
raid?
schedule that around
Oh.
your one raid. Like, how many raids a week you doing? It's the one, yeah?
For classic, just one. Yeah.
You could probably. I mean, I guess you could
Elder
probably still
girls.
raid.
Do you think?
and
Do you
look
think?
after
Do you
them.
think? Do you think that I'm letting down my raid?
You definitely are.
Okay. All right.
I'm confused as to you have one night a week that you're busy for what 2 hours, right? How long is your raid?
A classic raid, yeah, 2 hours. We get BWO and MC done.
Yeah, so you have 2 hours a week that you ask to do the one thing. They couldn't schedule it. They couldn't go out after that. Like, I don't know, man.
It's for dinner, and like I don't know. I think it's part of a relationship of just it's give and
I
take.
thought it was a girls' night. Now it's dinner.
Well, that's what a girls' night is. Like they go out for dinner.
Hey, what? Isn't
I'm not.
going?
Surely I don't.
Nights. I'm doing
Well,
very
here we
different
go.
girls'
I'm
nights.
I'll buy.
How
that.
many
I don't care.
girls'
What's
nights?
What's
how
a
many
girls' night?
nights have you
Generally
been on?
going out to a pub, dude. Not going out for dinner.
Pub, okay.
What's a girls' night for you, Darkgale? What do you think of a
Generally
girl
going out like fucking drinking, dude. Go look at what Ray's stream is 9 times a week. That's
Yeah, I'm not basing my life on Ray. I'm sorry. I know he's your mate, but I wouldn't base my life on Ray stream.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, it's going out and enjoying the nightlife. It's not going for dinner during your husband's one hobby. Like, that seems. Hey, to put it in another perspective, MT-wise, let's say that you did rugby on the weekends, Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, that's when most rugby games are.
So I used to play soccer, so I can.
If your wife said, "Hey, you have to miss your rugby game, so you can look after the kid while we go have brunch."
So
what
no,
would your
that's
reaction
different.
to that be?
That's, so
how is that in any way different?
I was trying to explain. So I was been in this position many a times. Right? So I used to play soccer. The thing is, with soccer, there's a lot more of it. I don't see playing soccer for a club. At one stage, I was even getting paid, but even when I wasn't getting paid to play, I don't see that on par with a video game. I see like a sport.
I disagree.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can disagree on that, but I just personally, I don't see that as. I don't see.
There's hobbies, man. You gotta have hobbies.
I understand that, but I feel like if you're playing a competitive sport, it's not like you're going down to your mates fucking, going down to the park to kick a ball around. If you're playing a competitive organized sport, I don't think that's on par with.
You don't think WoW's a competitive organized sport?
No.
Not in comparison to football. No, not at all. Personally.
See, you're saying that the level you play at depends on whether that's.
I would even say if it was like a very low level, even on the Sunday league, as long as it's organized and it's competitive, then yes, I would say it's not on par with.
It's very interesting to me that you will miss WoW raid, so your wife can have dinner with her friends because they can't have dinner any other day of the week.
It's a Friday night. I mean, that's a pretty popular night to go out and have a few drinks and dinner.
Yeah, right. I'll give you that rating on a Friday night. It's relatively rare.
Yeah.
But I don't see the difference. Like, you're letting people down either way. Like, that's my issue with it. It doesn't matter whether it exists in the real world. The issue is you're arguably letting down more people with the raid. Obviously, it depends how good your guild is. Order 66, it was a big letdown if I wasn't there. Whatever guild I join, probably not going to be the case. I'm looking for a guild with a healthy bench,
So you're saying I'm letting down more people because it's a 40-man raid rather than my...
Yeah, but I also wouldn't have chosen to raid Fridays because, things...
Oh, it's not my choice, but I really enjoy raiding with this guild. But I understand that Friday isn't ideal. But yeah, I just want to get your opinion on it. But yeah, if you think I'm letting my team down, that's fine. Fine.
I didn't announce that I got kicked for a while for the guy, just to get one guide in chat. I intentionally didn't mention that I got kicked in the night for over a day, so I wanted to find out what the fuck actually happened. Because I literally just got like blindside kicked. Like I got told everything was all good and then kicked.
So if you, what would you do, DJ, if you're in my position? If like your girlfriend came to you and said, "Hey, I want to meet, catch you up with my
tell her to
girlfriends."
organize a different day.
I think it also plays a role because like particularly on a
going
Friday
out on
night.
a Friday for dinner.
It's
Like,
pretty
I mean,
normal.
what time are you?
It's very particularly if you work in the city.
I mean, you can go out for dinner any day of the week, but like,
Yeah,
how
but
late are you raiding on a Friday? Like
we start at 8 o'clock.
the 8 Australian. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they are going out for a girls' night. You've characterized it as dinner.
It's the same thing.
You know,
What do you, like,
she's not
whatever
going to
they
be back
do.
till like 11, presumably. So that
What-
is, I would say that's going on.
What does it matter if like they go to, there's like 10 of them and they go to a restaurant, drink wine, or if it's at a pub?
So there's
It's
a
like
big
a
difference
girls'
for
night.
like,
There's no.
I'm going out
what-
to a restaurant where we have a booking versus, you know, I'm gonna go get shit faced at someone's house. You know, it's a separate thing.
I don't think it is. So if they go out for, like, just say they go out for dinner.
I mean, you're arguing the concept of letting people down.
Yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion. I'm not having a go at you. I feel like I've been really respectful.
NT Wise, your wife should say, "Sorry, girls, I can't come. My husband has to raid World of Warcraft."
You organize a day ahead. It's not like
I got to look after the kid.
Like, I think it's part of like I think it's
like
part
you
of like
run everyone's calendars together and you just pick a day. But to be fair,
you got to sync
I wouldn't have
your WoW
characterized it as
guild
dinner.
and the girls' night calendars together, NT Wise. You got to make a group chat with the WoW guys and the group chat with the girls.
Yeah,
and get them
husbands will have hobbies,
synced
whether
up.
it's rugby, cricket, WoW, sailing. Like, people have hobbies, people do things, people go on holidays, like...
I think it's
God.
People just aren't available every night, like, and that happens. You organize a day.
I think it's more just part of just like being in a relationship, right? And it's like give and take. So it's not like every Friday night, right? It's like once in a blue moon, and she'll want to, you know, catch up with her mates and have a drink and go out, which is totally fine. But like, have you ever lived with a girlfriend before?
Yes.
And these things never came up?
Not really, because I'm not going out there to fucking... To be fair, don't have a kid, right? The kid folk is like that's the main issue.
Okay, relax.
It is the like someone has to look after the kid, right? You can't just like
generally the
play
role of the
WoW
parent,
and fingers crossed the kid's okay. Like that's not acceptable parenting. I know I accept a lot of parents do that. I wouldn't call that acceptable. I don't think NTYs would either.
Yeah,
So,
like look,
that's the crux of the problem. Is like that would normally be fine, but with a kid, it's not fine. So that does fuck it up a bit.
Yeah, chances are she would be asleep by 8 o'clock, but it's just if she wakes up, like I'd be letting the raid team down because I'd have to leave, right? So I might as well just.
Yeah, it's
either way, I'm
definitely a
letting
hard
them down.
situation.
Just don't tell them
definitely
you're
letting
like
people down.
sitting on the couch watching Netflix instead of raiding NT Wise.
Well, I mean, that's what you got to do. It's the same with any sort of sitting anything. You just. Except it's a bit different.
You never ran into something this similar before. I'm genuinely surprised.
Also, don't have a kid, so like, if they want to go out, and I have raid, and I have raid, I just raid.
Oh,
and
I
they
thought
go
you were
out.
I thought you were telling me not to. Okay, I get it now. Okay, yeah, that's. But like, even I'm sure there's like something equivalent.
And I guess at a base value, kid's more important than a grand, right? Like, like making
I don't know.
sure
I don't know
kid's
for
okay
you,
is
mate.
more important than grand.
What happened? Okay, hear about this one. Have you ever had like a thing where you had to go out for dinner, but like with your partner, because I don't know, you're meeting their parents or something. I don't know the exact example, right? but thing where you had to go out, but it was on a raid night.
Yeah, but you would turn down $1,000 to go to that dinner. So that dinner's worth more than $1,000. That's why the $1,000 is such a simple value. Like, because you would turn down work to go to that dinner, right? It's the same concept. That's like me today. I had to turn down going to raid because I was going out with family.
As in $1,000 NT wise. Like if I offered you $1,000 not to go to your family lunch, it wouldn't be enough. That's what he's trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's equating everything to a monetary value now. So
well, it's just the simplest way to talk about it. It is like.
So I don't really think about the monetary value though.
Well, it's just putting it in a way that's understandable without it being like.
I know, but even like.
Because otherwise, it's so subjective. Like, would you miss raid to do this? Would you miss raid to do that?
Yeah.
It's nice, simple. It's across the board. You know, obviously everyone's going to have a different monetary value, but like if you're missing raid for an extra shift at work,
but
that's pretty poor.
I feel like
if you're missing raid to meet your girlfriend's parents, that's a little bit different. If you're missing raid,
but that's got nothing to do with money, though, right? Like that's the thing. It's like the monetary value doesn't.
But you would turn down a shift. Like, you would turn down a work shift to go to that dinner, right? Like if your boss
depends. Like if it's like meeting your girlfriend. Family for
you're
the
gearing
first time
to put it in the exact POV, because this is what happens as a raid lead. You got people that go, nah, I got called into work, and that's when I go on stream and go, yeah, but I wouldn't have accepted the fucking work. Like, what do you mean called into work? It's raid night. But you're telling you're fucking busy. Now,
sure, but then that's like DJ, this coming from a man that hasn't held down a job.
Let me finish this point.
So you say no to the shift, then like there has more real life repercussions for like your job and everything, right? Like,
yeah, but that's why the monetary if you're meeting your girlfriend's parents. You don't think that's gonna have real life repercussions?
But you're saying say no to work, but not for the girlfriend thing. Is what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying you can say no to work. Like that was the point I was trying to make.
But no one's gonna say no to work
because you didn't understand. So people call out for raid I can only imagine how bad it is with 40 man. So at 25, it was like 3 people a week would be like, I got called into work. And I'm like, fuck you mean you got called into work? You're busy
this called day. Into work.
You're busy. Yeah. But like if you were going out to meet your girlfriend's dinner.
But this is where I'm lost, bro. You're saying the girlfriend dinner you would miss raid for, but you would say don't go to work for raid. Where I'm saying like both are equally. You're saying don't go to the
Let me finish the point. So you
said it twice.
So you're because you don't understand. You're getting dressed to go meet your girlfriend's. You're getting dressed to go meet your girlfriend's parents for the first time, right? Going nice fancy dinner.
Sure. Yeah.
Your boss calls you.
I'm following.
Asks you to come in and work. We desperately need you. 2 times whatever the fuck.
You're equating raid to the girlfriend dinner.
Are you taking them? Are you going, oh yeah, I'll be in soon, fuck them?
For the family dinner, I'm getting called like an hour earlier, then the answer's no. But if it's a World of Warcraft raid, the work and the real life job like has prior over fucking MC in 2025.
This is what I'm saying. I would decline $1,000 to make WoW raid.
Yeah, but that's, okay. But that's what I'm trying to say to you though, is that, you know, if you turn down the shift on Friday or whatever the fuck for work, it has more real life repercussions than just one shift at work.
But presumably you've told him you're busy Friday nights or whenever you're right. Like presumably,
who knows, bro? It could be shift, casual shift work or whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Again, and then you just turn down $1,000 to make right.
True.
You're
some
also
things are more important than $1,000. Like
sometimes
your girlfriend's parents is probably more important to you than $1,000.
Like sometimes it's more than $1,000. So it's like career prospects and things like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has more real world like repercussions.
That's what he's trying to say.
You say no to one shift, then you don't get offered more shifts in the future. Yada yada. Yeah. Like the real life
it's a hell
work.
of a shift if you're making a grant. I would have suggested that was semi-factored in, but you know.
I would take the grand over going to the fucking WoW raid. This isn't. I don't understand.
No, I don't like letting people down.
Fucking like 30 people I barely know on the internet.
What about your workmates that you'll be letting down because someone else
in the
called in
real
sick?
world? Like what the fuck? This is what we're saying. Same with the soccer thing. Like, presumably, NT Wise, the soccer club you went to was in a 10-kilometer radius from where you live and involved a bunch of people that you've known in the area that you live in real life.
It was my life. It was my life for years. They were basically family. Like you're playing for your hometown. Like and it was very serious. Like it wasn't even would never factor in my head that it was an option to not do it.
True. And you'd throw that away for 30 random cunts you met on the internet for one night a week or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, he can have that. Like, it's whatever. Like, I'm not judging him for it.
It's just an issue of priority. So you're downplaying it because it's on the internet, but those bonds can be just as
over
real
your
as
real
playing
life
soccer.
job, though. Like, I
actually understand what you're saying.
That job could fuck you over tomorrow. You could get fucked tomorrow by that job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could. But what we're saying is, though, I understand the dollar value.
You're breaking a commitment for money. Like, doesn't matter which way you look at it. For me, the amount of money, it better be over $1,000. Breaking
fuck,
your
I better
word.
Get paid $2,000 not to be there incomplete.
For less. And I'm not going to make the other point I made because that was probably in poor taste to say. But that's. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things.
Bro, I'd miss raid for $20.
I put a monetary value on it because that's the simplest way for me to put it.
I'm not even joking to you though, Darkgale. If my 3 main real life mates, if they texted me right now being like, hey, we're around the corner at the pub, come get a beer, I would quietly be like, all right guys, time to end the podcast, and I'd be out of here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not. If I got messaged 10 minutes before the raid. Huh?
What if they did it right as we started the stream?
Then I probably would have messaged and be like, hey, I'm being asked to go out for beers. And then cancel. I don't know. I'm just saying, the real life thing is takes prior over this shit. You know what I mean? Same with WoW.
This shit. We're not even real people.
Wow, I see you guys on camera, you know what I mean? Some of these freaks in WoW, I don't even know what they look like, bro.
Regardless,
their name's Darkgale. I don't even know their real name.
Internet NPCs to you is crazy, actually, to me.
Half the cunts playing WoW at the moment may as well be
fair.
NPCs. So
let's be fair, Darkgale, that you've said multiple times that you don't really have empathy for some people. So for you to criticize someone else, it's a bit rich.
Yeah, that's the point. I have no empathy, but for some reason I have more empathy for people on
because you take the WoW rating seriously. So it's like if someone says that I got called in for my WoW shift, you take that they got called in for a shift that means they're gonna miss raid. You take it as a personal slight that they're not dedicated enough to WoW. You know what I mean? Some people don't live in that world. I don't know.
Yeah, but you wouldn't cancel your soccer game for work. You wouldn't cancel your wife's dinner. You wouldn't cancel other commitments, but you'll cancel WoW because you don't see it as a legitimate hobby.
Well, no, it's a hobby, but
that's your own mindset. Why are you even playing WoW? If WoW is so unimportant to you, why are you even playing it? Would be actually my big point.
That's a bit rich.
You can do anything with your time. If WoW's so unimportant to you,
but it's not so unimportant
that it's the equivalent of watching Netflix.
Well, yeah, kind of is.
Even if watching that Netflix is with your partner, what happens?
He's doing the maths there. Wait,
I'm not even sure where the hell that came from.
What happens, DG? Right? You it's raid night. Your girlfriend or whatever that you really care about comes home from work and she just had a fucking shit day and she's like, look, look, DJ. She calls you DJ. Look, DJ. I just need to be with you tonight. It'd make me feel really good if we just sat on the couch and just, I don't know, watch Netflix.
Nah, sorry, babe. I got fucking MC to do. Sorry, just sit on the couch and wait for me to be done.
Would you cancel?
No, I wouldn't cancel.
You wouldn't? Oh.
No, not a chance.
Oh my god! Okay.
That day's not going to get solved in the next fucking 2 hours.
Imagine that. Imagine that conversation coming over. You feel like shit. You'd be like, oh,
it's not even a conversation. Like,
oh my god.